you start learning about herbs and you want to take everything. At least I want to take everything. And every time I heard about a new herb, like I'm like, okay, let's go buy it, let's go play with it, let's go test it because I know for myself, the more experience I have with a specific herb, the more confident I am using it with the client, recommending it in clinical practice. I know what to expect. I know the weird nuances. Like I try to have as many experiences with the herbs I practice with as possible. And so, especially in the early days, I would just take what I wanted and I would throw myself out of balance. And I did this a couple times, and there's two really notable um, times that I did it. And the first time is with Cayenne. I wanted to play with Cayenne for its mood enhancing benefits. I just wanted to see if I take Cayenne, will it improve my mood? Will it decrease pain? What will I feel? And so I took my first couple capsules of Cayenne and I felt freaking great. Like I felt amazing. Like I felt more energized. I felt better in my body. Like things just felt tastier. My mood felt better. Like everything that I was taught that Cayenne did, I felt, and it felt really good. Now, the thing about Cayenne though is it's drying. It's very hot, and hot herbs are typically drying. And I already in that time when I was really experimenting, I was already tending towards hot and dry. And so I took this Cayenne and it made me feel really good, but it was throwing me out of balance by creating the energetics in my body of more heat and more dryness. And eventually, because of this dryness accumulation, I started having dry issues like gas, constipation, bloating. Like there was intestinal dryness in my digestive tract that was leading to all these vata issues. So I had to let go of the cayenne. I experimented with drawing it back or offsetting it with some demulcent herbs, which is possible. Like you can create a formula where you're using something really heating and then you bring in something really cooling, or if you're using something really drying, then you bring in something slimy. So I played with all of that. But at the end of the day, the cayenne was too heating for where I was at that current point in my journey. And that's another thing to notice, like our health is just dynamic. We are constantly shifting where we are at in the scales of the balance, whether the season is changing, whether we're in different phases of our life, whether we're in different phases of our health, like we have to pay attention to that. So I might be able to bring back cayenne in a certain setting, but in that setting at that time, I was taking enough and doing enough and just throwing myself into this dry cycle that led to, these other symptoms that it wasn't a fit for me. And it was hard because I'm like, oh, but it feels so good. I love the cayenne and I love experimenting with the cayenne. But eventually I had to understand that I was throwing myself out of balance. Now, this was a really good lesson because I got to see the energetics in real time. I got to see how simple it is in real time. Like at the end of the day, when we're looking at these systems of energetics and we're looking at pattern recognition in Chinese medicine or Ayurveda, everything comes back to energetics. And all energetics means are, do we have balance in the body? I told somebody this on an initial consult call today. Like, if you are too hot, we have to cool you down. If you are too cool, we have to warm you up. If you're too dry, we have to moisten you. And if you're too wet, we have to dry you out. And if you're too heavy, we have to make you lighter. And if you're too light, we have to make you heavier. Like, at the very, very base of it, there's more nuance and complexities, but that is the system of energetics. It's how do I look at the person in front of me and find balance for them? Because when the body has balance, it has this equilibrium, the health is dynamic. We feel good. Our things are operating as they should. So this experiment for me was really informative because I got to see how these things worked in real time. I got to see how this balance thing worked in both directions, right? Like we can do things to bring ourselves into balance and we can do things to knock ourselves out of balance. So I was using cayenne a bit more symptomatically versus, hey, let me, build a formula that brings me back into balance. And it did push things in the wrong direction. But then I got to learn and know and understand. So I'm thankful for that I'm thankful for that experience, and I encourage people to go experiment with herbs, but do so knowingly and do so understanding the risk you take of potentially knocking yourself out of balance.